Well, good morning, everyone. Just excited for this weekend's game. It's been a couple of weeks since our last game, and of course, the group is ready to get out there on the field and play in front of our home fans against a quality side in Chicago. So we've had 2 very good weeks of training and preparing for this game. So hopefully, it all comes together and we put on a good performance and definitely entertain our fans. That's what we're looking to do.
All right, thanks, Coach. First question up goes to Paula. Paula, did you have a question?
Yes, good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? Good?
Doing well, Paula.
Albertin.
Good morning.
We were talking... Buenos dias. We were talking in the press conference about, when you say continue to be better, improve those areas, and also you had to have the right energy and chemistry. What has been the key to build that energy and chemistry for every game, although it's just this is the beginning of the season? Thank you so much.
So the most important part is just that they continue to believe in each other. They're enjoying their football at the practices, in games, and even in the loss we had against Washington, the team felt good about the way they performed, especially in the second half. So it's more of how the team has come together and they respect each other, they play for each other, and you can see there's this fight and desire, and that's one of the things we stressed. Like, look, take chances in the attacking third, because you know your teammates have your back. If things go wrong, if you make a bad pass, a mistake, it's going to happen. It's football. But the rest of the team is going to fight to get that ball back. And we've really been working also on just being a little bit more unpredictable. Last year we were very effective at attacking down the wings. Now this year we're going to be more effective attacking through the middle and combining in the middle, which leads to the type of football we want to play, which is that possession-oriented game, but also the understanding of when we can go forward with our pace that we have up top and where we can be dangerous in so many moments. But it's just, it's that energy's there. They believe, they enjoy it, and they're starting to see, the success. So that's good, only feeds off itself.
All right. Paula, did you have any more questions?
I do. And let's talk about the process to identify those weaknesses and strengths. And I have one in Spanish. Thank you. Gracias, Albertin.
I'm sorry, Paula, can you repeat that question?
Yeah, we didn't understand it. Paula, can you repeat that question?
Sure. Thank you.
Gosh, I'm sorry, Paula. There's very jumbled.
I'm here. Let's talk about the process to identify the strengths and weaknesses.
Process to identify the strengths and weaknesses of the team.
Oh, weaknesses. Okay. Well, the process is always every day on the field. Sorry, Paula, this will flying around me. The process is really at our training sessions. So we've had 2 very good weeks to allow every player to go out there and perform. And the nice thing about having these 2 weeks is you can experiment a little bit more also, instead of only working on preparing for our opposition, right? That first week off was a lot of games where it requires the players to think and make decisions and give opportunities to some of the younger players or the players that haven't gotten as much playing time, right? And it's good to see because it's also very competitive and it pushes the starters because the starters know that there's a lot of competition behind them. So that's really the process. And the weaknesses, I can't necessarily say there's weaknesses. For us, it's always just building on what we're doing well and continue to do so. If you had to pin it down, something from our last game is our set pieces, right? On the defensive side, we were very good the weekend before, and getting 2 goals off that. And then against Spirit, we gave up a free kick that was questionable, but then we could have done a little bit better job on the defensive side. So, these things that we identify, it's like, how did we get scored on? Can we fix that? Can we work on it? And how are we creating chances? And let's continue to build on that.
All right, thanks, Paula. And did you have a question in Spanish?
No. I think we've lost Paula.
Last question. Hablemos un poquito.
I'm sorry,
Sí,
Paula.
aquí
Paula,
estoy.
Paula,
¿Me escuchas, Albertín?
Paula, go ahead.
Can you start
¿Me
over?
escuchas? ¿Me escuchas? Bueno, hablemos un poco, te estaba analizando.
Paula, I'm sorry, we're having an audio.
Albertín, ¿me escuchas? ¿Me escuchan?
No,
Bueno,
es
aquí
muy
estoy.
difícil ahora.
Albertín.
Sí.
Sí, es algo del net.
Is it ours or there? Hers. It's probably hers, right? It can't be ours.
Dale.
Paula, no te podemos oír.
Apologies, Paula. Maybe if you want to drop your question in the chat, we'll get that asked.
Ahí está. ¿Me escuchan? ¿Me escuchan?
A veces,
Okay, thank you.
es una palabra, no, a ver, trata ahora. No, Paula, no te oímos.
Paula, I'm going to come back to you. We have a question in the chat. Coach, talking about having the international break, talk about how valuable that is to have that time and kind of regroup and get ready for the next phase of the season.
Well, I mean, most value comes in players being able to have that opportunity to play in 11v11 games. Some of the players that don't necessarily get the minutes, and it's just a way for them to prove themselves, to continue challenging the starters, which is exactly what's happened. And it's just an exciting week because they don't necessarily have to prepare tactically for a game, so we don't have to have that mindset. It's more about the enjoyment of football, competing, going out there and doing what you can. And that's always one of the best weeks for those players that are trying to break into the lineup.
And we're going to talk next with Carly Lima, not a player who's having trouble breaking into the lineup. Talk a little bit about what you've seen from her early season success, and as a rookie, what you saw in her to bring her on to the club.
Well, we've always known Carly Lima has just an incredible talent, and her pace is as good as anyone in this league. So we knew she could get in behind, she could stretch the defense, and that's valuable, especially in the NWSL with such a transitional game. And what's we've really been impressed with is her touch on the ball, her technical ability. So it's not just speed. She can hold the ball. She can take players one-on-one. She finds some really good passes, and that's only going to continue to get better. And I think it's only a matter of time before she starts scoring more goals like she did against our Louisville in our home opener. So we just continue to see some really good football from her, and she's getting better every day.
All right. And Paula, it looks like you're still connecting to audio, so apologies. We will definitely get to your questions next time. Are there any other questions for Coach? Okay, in that case, we're going to let him go, and we'll be back with Carly Lima.
Thank you, everyone.